Evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. The world-famous Camp Nou in Barcelona, a stadium fit for the grandest of occasions. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this, a capacity crowd here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
The action has already started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Peter. It's his pace that's his main attribute, especially over those first few yards, where he just seems to glide away from defenders, gets himself into great positions and likes to hit it hard and nice and early. That's a horrible combination for any defence that's trying to deal with him, I can tell you that.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And here's Lewandowski. Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. And truly, this is a remarkable stadium, the Allianz Arena, a symbol of cutting-edge technology and architectural perfection. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
Just joining us, we are already on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
He's had a shot! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Valverde. To Lelon. Out to the left it goes. Joe. Dira. And now they can launch a counter. Mbappe. Joe.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what are they trying to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
In with a header! Decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Just brushed off the ball there. Joe. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Brady. Good ball. Mbappe! Goal! France! And France are in front. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
So we have our breakthrough.
Still a fragile lead, though. They can't afford to sit on this.
To Lelon. Valverde. Now a chance to break. Dira. Mbappe. Forward it goes.
That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
And it's played forward. Valverde. Oh, terrible pass. Shapes to shoot! That could spell trouble. Mbappe. Hoists it forward. To Lelon. He's tried one. Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
A chance that's created through very good grafting. Did well to get in the face of his opponent.
Tries to get it forward quickly. Now the cross. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Olsen. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Played back in. Oh, well played, he saw that coming. Hoists it forward. Joe. Vinicius Junior. He's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Massive leap! Goal! A goal at a really telling moment. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Forward it goes. And that'll be the last act of the first half. What it has been an even contest, as the scoreline suggests, and it has been more than decent to watch. So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1. We are already promptly back underway. Valverde positions himself well and cuts it out. Valverde. Ball's gone out of play. Joe. Valverde. Mbappe, he's gone for it! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Tulelo. Hernandez. It's gone out for a throw-in. Hudson. Joe. Goes for goal! In it goes! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate. And we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Yeah, going for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Tulelo.
France really aren't helping themselves. They're not seeing enough of the ball.
Rudiger. To Lelon. Pull it. Courtois. Pull it. Plays it out to the flank. He's making... Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Looking to dink it in. Has a hit! Big relief, it just needed better contact. And it's played forward. To Lelon. Well, he acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
To Lelon. Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Dira plays it out to the wing. What a ball this has turned out to be. Forward it goes. And the counter is on. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted. Mbappe out to the right.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Puts in a cross.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Caceres. Valverde. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Real chance! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better.
Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. 2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, some fans are already on their way out, so that to me says everything, Peter.
And the referee brings it to a close. And in the end, it got away. They just weren't allowed to build on their lead. They lost their lead, and they lost the game. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the game plan for me just looked a little confused, and the crowd seemed to pick up on this early on, and it just created a kind of negative vibe around the whole stadium. And I think this performance was one best deleted from the memory bank now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. That gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He acknowledges that he should have come up with something better there.
Yeah, I mean, I think he did well to spot the run. He just didn't get enough behind it. It happens.
Tulelo. Olsen plays it out to the flank. That's a good run down the right. Where could this lead? Valverde.
Madrid have pushed both fullbacks into quite advanced positions here.
Yeah, that's interesting. So what are they attempting to do?
Well, it's a bold attempt, in my opinion, to occupy the opposition in a way they're not expecting.
Battles to win it back. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Vinicius Junior tried to play it through.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Valverde. Good running with the ball. Can they build on it? Calabria. And here's Dembele. Oh, what a ball! Dida! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Valverde. France are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Bullet. Ball swung it up for the header! It was missed, but not by that far.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Tries to get it forward quickly. France do retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Mbappe has a hit! Joe. Pull it. And here's the chance to counter. Olsen. He's got away. And here's Dembele. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tulelo. Valverde. Joe. He's got options out wide. Shoots! And that's caused a worry or two. He's on his way. It's one! It's there! An act of charity, gratefully received. Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Dira. Calabria. Alaba. It's come loose. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Toulalo. Good idea, just poorly executed. Is there any support? He might not need it. Well, the crowd clearly like what they just saw. Some real no-nonsense defending. And they've been caught out here. Mbappe. Courtois, will they claim to that? Bullet. Hudson. Valverde. Hoists it forward. Joe. Gets wrestled off the ball. And the half-time whistle goes. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
Already up and running for the second half.
France need to get the balance right to sort this out. Ambition must be complemented by just the right amount of caution, and I think the more experienced players can oversee that.
And it's Alaba. Real chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
The keeper really dug out his defence then. A magnificent effort.
Plays it over to the other flank. What a throw in. Calabria. And it's played forward. Hernandez. Loose ball, who's going to get there? Bullet. Valverde goes looking. Forward it goes. Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. Mbappe has a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It was a first touch to die for, and it set him up beautifully.
Madrid can make their change now with a break in play. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Calabria. Mbappe. Calabria. And it's Alaba. Mas. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Has he found his man? Mass. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Dira. Tries to get it forward quickly. Mbappe goes on a charge down the left. Hoists it forward. Calabria. Hernandez. Calabria. Dira. And the shot! They scored! Do not write them off. Back they come. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Now that's what I call finishing, right in the corner. He knew instinctively who was where and didn't need to waste any time weighing things up. That's a cracking goal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
Valverde. It's a loose ball. Steered forward. Defender's on the back foot. Hudson. Mass. Mbappe shapes to shoot. He scores! And they've got their lead back.
Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, I just think they've kept at it and got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
Could be a chance here. It's one! Rudiger. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Chooses to go back.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Alaba. Rudiger. Alaba. Joe. Alaba. This could goes for goal! And it's played forward. Mbappe. So that's it. It is all over. Well, a full-blooded contest. Both teams had their moments, but they are beaten by the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
France just may have felt a little extra pressure in front of their own fans that caused a nervousness and tension.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. There's the whistle. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Joe. And it's Alaba. Valverde. Pull it. Tulelo. Pull it. Hudson. Pull it. Joe. It's a loose ball. Vinicius, and the finish! Tulelo.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Vinicius Junior. Mbappe has a hit! Whistle's gone, that's foul. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. He'll fancy himself from here. Crosses it. Tulelo. Rudiger. France still without an attempt on target. Tulelo. Tries to get it forward quickly. Hernandez. Tulelo. And it's Dembele. Mbappe, he gets past his man. Mbappe! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Mbappe can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Turns and goes back. And here's Dembele. Offside, yes it is. Alaba hoists it forward. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Dembele. Hernandez. Tulelo. Almost half an hour in now. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Rudiger. Alaba. Valverde. Pull it. Hudson. Tulelo. Madrid to retain the ball, but seemingly in no rush to break forward. Pull it. Rudiger. Tulelo. Joe. Until half-time, and it is still goalless. Alaba. Pull it. Alaba. And he's cut it out. Tulelo. Mbappe. Hernandez. Mbappe dashing forward at pace. And it's Alaba. Alaba tries to switch the play. Valverde. Loose ball, who's going to get that? And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team has broken through, but certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. Already up and running for the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Valverde. Well read, he sorted that out. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Valverde. Valverde was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Hudson. Tulelo. Alaba. Valverde. Tulelo. Gets wrestled off the ball. Chance to break. Well weighted. Shapes to shoot! Superb goal!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They're obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now. Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground, because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager, Drew.
He's gone for it! He's got away. An hour into the second half. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Hernandez. Mbappe.
Madrid have anticipated an aerial bombardment.
Just looks like mass defence.
Yeah, it's a case of...
And a header! It's in! And with that goal comes comfort. Well, the cross was inch perfect and the header unerring.
Yeah, I just thought he wanted that more than anyone else on the pitch, and it was fully deserved. He gave it everything he had.
France have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, unsurprisingly, Peter, the opposition look completely stunned. I'm not sure they can gather themselves.
Vinicius Junior. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Hernandez. Out for a throw. And here's Dembele. Valverde. And it's Alaba. Pull it. Valverde. Valverde plays it forward. Played out to the right. Incoming cross.
Madrid are enjoying lots of possession, but they just can't find any penetration.
Gets away from his opponent. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Vinicius Junior.
France really have been alive to interceptions and picking off any loose balls.
What an adventurous run from a defender. Pull it. Valverde. Alaba. It goes for goal! Oh, he's managed to miss it.
Oh, it's so very disappointing, but they can't dwell on it. They've got to go again. Simple as.
Play for a throw. Williams. And it's Dembele. To Lelon. 5 minutes left on the clock. Attempts to play it through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. And he's straight offside. Valverde. Joe. The message is clear. None shall pass. And it's played forward. And shoots!
That's a cracking strike, and it may have stung the palms of the keeper.
Plays it out to the wing. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. France did it. Terrific team effort to satisfy both the boss and the fans. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
There's a solidity about them, almost as if they set up not to lose and see how things unfold. That eases the pressure on the strikers, who can afford to be patient, and it's all paid off.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So it's down to business here. Too long. Hernandez. Williams. Hernandez. Too long. Goes for goal! Mbappe delivers the ball. Forward it goes. Looking to break out here. Vinicius Junior. Caceres cuts it out.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and
the finish! They've scored!
Madrid are certainly a team that knows how to play their football as stylishly as you'll see. Tiki-taka at its very best, and they back it up with goals.
So, a breakthrough already. Williams. Brady. France suffering an early setback and looking to reel it back in.
The only consolation at this stage is that they've got a lot of time on their side. You try to find a positive for any eventuality, and while an early concession is unwanted, they can recover this.
Looks to drop one in. It's being played forward. Valverde. And it's played forward. Valverde. Out towards the flank. France are behind here, despite their domination of possession. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Tries to get it forward quickly. Valverde. Hudson. Valverde. Caceres. Valverde. Too long. Just brushed off the ball there, and France can counter now. And it's been taken straight back. Plays it out to the flank. Played into the towering header! Oh, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases the chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Pull it. Valverde. Joe. Too long. Hernandez. Ball's out on the left now. Oh, nice touch. France in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. to Lalong. Pull it to Lalong. Joe. Vinicius Junior. Pull it. Now a chance to break. Hernandez. Joe. And there's the end of the first half. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football. It still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, it hasn't exactly got the plan so far, but there's no need to panic. There's still plenty of time to get back into this. As always, an early goal would help swing things back in their favour.
And the game has already resumed here.
France don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Mbappe. To Lalong. Tries to switch the play. Valverde. Joe. Mbappe. To Lalong. Good ball, it's found its target.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Pull it. Valverde. France still trailing by one, and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Shoots! They've done it! And this is getting better and better.
Madrid produced a lovely sequence of passes there. It's a terrific brand of football to watch, and importantly, it is a strong end product.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. So that's two now without reply.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Intervention was very necessary. Caceres. Pull it. Joe. And he's going long. Dashing forward at pace. Just the keeper has a hit. It's good for kindly. Back of the net. Courtois reacted well to the initial effort, but couldn't get it right out of the danger area.
Well, look, regardless of whether the keeper could have done better or not, Peter, that was all down to the excellent movement in getting into the right position to apply the final touch.
France get themselves back into contention.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Mbappe. Could move up a gear here.
France are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must. Real chance!
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Over to the left. Gets the better of his man. It is a corner. Goes for it! He scores! Great reactions in front of goal. He just saw what was on.
Oh, players like this fella almost have a sixth sense to get themselves in such great coaching positions. How quick-minded was that?
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Valverde. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Well, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Final seconds, this has to be it. Hudson. Valverde. Valverde spreads it towards the left. Joe. Valverde. He's in, surely! And a shot! It's anyone's ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Shot a goal! And he's there to make a great save.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Great leap! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Hoists it forward. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. And the referee brings it to a close. Well, a game that had everything except a winner. Really watchable and honours even. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
France can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. There's the whistle, and here we go. Williams, and back to base. Hernandez. Then back to the keeper. Williams. Hernandez. To Lalonde. Plays it back. Hernandez is charging up on the overlap. Looking for goal!
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just get something in the way. Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
It's being played forward. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Mbappe has been caught there, it's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game. So the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Crosses it in. To Lelon. And now the breakaway. Gets away from his opponent. Plays it out to the flank. Well weighted. It's Dembele! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Oh, real danger here. Hernandez. He's gone for it! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Valverde. It's a great ball. Played out to the right. Still goalless at the moment. Pull it. Valverde. Pull it. Battles to win it back. And the counter-attack is on for France. Mbappe needed to come up with a better ball.
Oh, that just required...
Going for goal! This could fall anywhere!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
Vinicius Junior. Could be a chance. He's gone for it! Mbappe! To Lelon. Until half-time, and it is still goalless. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. He's in, surely! Massive leap! No attempt, just the wrong outcome.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Rudiger. Valverde. Joe. Plays it over to the other flank. Oh, good interception. Breaks on here. To Lelon. Tries to get it forward quickly. And it's been taken straight back. Forward, what does he try from here? Vinicius Junior! Forward it goes. And the whistle goes for half-time. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not going to want to try. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Yeah, and despite the scoreline, it's clear who the better side is when it comes to chances. If this is the trend that's going to continue, then there's only going to be one winner here, and I don't think it's going to take too much improvement for it to happen.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. He's had a shot! Hoists it forward. Vinicius Junior. Williams. Dembele. Tulalo. Looking for space out wide. He could be in here. Goes for goal! And now they can launch a counter. Caceres. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Caceres. Tulalo. Out to the right. And the finish! Just off target. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. Played into the middle. Dembele. Not long left, and still we await the breakthrough.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now.
Tries a shot! They've done it! Joe. Pull it. Over to the left. Hernandez. Well, it's a safety in numbers approach to defending here.
Yeah, but dropping deep can bring more trouble.
Yeah?
Well, shots from distance and space in wider positions, besides the obvious issue of inviting most of your opposition high up the pitch.
Caceres. Just brushed off the ball there. Mbappe plays it through. Mbappe, oh, shooting chance! In it goes! And that could well be the winner!
what a great finish, but how about the touch? It just allowed him to put the ball exactly where he wanted it, and the rest became a formality.
France take the lead.
Look, I just think they've kept at it, got their reward. Now they need to hang on to it.
And that has put paid to that. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Great chance here to level it up. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. Real chance!
Madrid are definitely not going down without a scrap. Their attitude just can't be faulted.
Valverde. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Coaxed through there. Big chance!
Should have been the equaliser.
Mbappe couldn't quite put that away, but there's plenty of positives in how they've responded.
And it's played forward. It is just a question of running down the clock now. Williams. Hernandez. Toulon. And that's sprayed out wide. Now it's Dembele. He's left his man. Oh, that's neat. Toulon. Rudiger does well to read it, and that's that. France win it by the only goal. Result, no question, the most important thing, however it came. Final score, 1-0. Your reflections then, Jim?
France will walk away happy from this with such a show of defensive solidity and maturity that's hard to upset.
Thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Mbappe!
Yeah, he was under pressure to get that exactly right, and he couldn't even think of the consequences. It was instinctive and rock solid.
Valverde tries to get it forward quickly. Joe. Good ball, it's found its target. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Pull it.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Caceres. Referee has given a corner. Mbappe, with good energy in defence as well.
You have to admire commitment like that, because he could easily ignore that and just kind of walk around and let others do all the chasing, but instead he looks as if he relishes the chance to dig in for his team here.
To the keeper and try something new. Williams.
It can only get better, this. We haven't seen a shot yet, and I'm hoping that when we do, it'll spark a whole series of them, because it needs livening up.
Now the counter. He's off, but has a pop! It's in!
Madrid are really pouncing on any stray passes in midfield. We're talking seconds from interception to the back of the net. It's counter-attacking heaven.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, and they know there's plenty of work left in this one, Peter, before they can actually say that the job is over.
Mbappe. Mbappe. Hoists it forward. Goes for the cross. And it's Conte. France are seeing plenty of the ball at the moment, but still they trail. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Caceres. Toulalon. Rudiger. Caceres. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just brushed off the ball there. Joe. Hudson. Toulalon. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Hernandez. Mbappe! Oh, well defended, that had to be done. Valverde drives it forward. Vinicius Junior. Bullet. Real chance to break. Mbappe has a pop! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Yeah, looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Conte could move up a gear here. He's made sure that that won't get through. Joe. That is going to be the final action of the first half. So, a very watchable game so far. Action at both ends and the team's level. Back on the first 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. So we're already into the second period.
France clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Kante positions himself well and cuts it out. Valverde. Joe. Valverde. Dashing forward at pace. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Valverde. Joe. Caceres. Bullet. Joe. Gets wrestled off the ball. Brady. Decent looking ball. He's had a look. Shot a goal! He scored!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
France take the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Cut out in the nick of time. Little accusatory stare there tells the whole story.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Steered forward. Well, they can break here. Mbappe. It's a brilliant interception.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, this isn't the time to talk about risks now, Jim, is it? They just have to hurl everything at it and hope for a break.
Spot on, Peter.
Mbappe! This could spell... Oh, shooting chance! Bullet. It's being played forward. Breaks on here. Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. He's got through. Mbappe. And it's played forward. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Just about up to 75 minutes. And it's Alaba. Calabria. Tulelo. Oh no, that's not the ball he wanted.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to...
Shapes to shoot! Is the going for goal! And in it goes!
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
This is quite a battle.
Madrid surely know by now that they've put so much work into producing the equaliser that they'll battle on for a winner. You know, it's all one-way traffic for them now, and they simply have to capitalise on it.
Hernandez. Tulelo. Great strength, too strong for his opponent.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Lovely feet. Well read, he sorted that out.
France merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
He's left his man.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. They seem to have lost their sense of direction. It should be higher up the pitch. You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Calabria. Forward it goes. Tulelo tries to get it forward quickly. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even. No complaints.
Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So it's away we go then. Conte. Hernandez. Hernandez. Dembele. Conte. Dira. Gorgeous control there.
What a great way to start the game, to spark the game. I mean, the captain has basically triggered a contest that should be even livelier than we anticipated. Get your seatbelts on, this could be rather exciting.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, I think two keepers would have had a hard time keeping that one out, never mind one. There was real venom in the strike and clear composure from the placement.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Conte. And it's Dembele. Mbappe. No question, that's a foul. Conte. That intervention was very necessary. Oh, chance! Missed by a fraction.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Dembele. Oh, great ball. Mbappe! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe sparked a tremendous...
Oh, what's he done? He's left his man. Hits one. Oh, taken with style. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. An act of charity gratefully received. France grab a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Up to meet it! Dira. Mbappe battles to win it back. Hernandez. Dembele. And the through ball is intercepted. And here's the chance to counter. Well weighted. Mbappe! Hernandez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tries to get it forward quickly. And the counter is on. Valverde. Vinicius Junior. Gullit. Valverde. Gullit. Hernandez drives it forward. Hoists it forward. Gets away from his opponents. Flings in a cross. And it's been taken straight back. France are leading with half-time drawing close. He's gone for it! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
France had some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. And that's been won straight back. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Five minutes till the break. Hernandez. And the finish! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Oh, now that was a chance. What a chance.
Rudiger goes looking. Hudson. Vinicius Junior. That's sprayed out wide. Ball's loose. Who's getting there? Joe. He's managed to get himself offside. There's the end of the first half. As easy as 1, 2, 3. It really has been that straightforward halfway through the match, but very little to suggest that much will change over the second half.
Peter, do I really need to say anything, or can I simply refer you to the scoreline?
France 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it. And we're off again. Caceres. Bullet. Tulelo. Time and again they are repelled. Dira. Mbappe. He's through. Oh, shooting chance! And it's there! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, I think that defence there thought they were in good position and they had him where they wanted, yet somehow he's worked the scoring position when it didn't see him on. It's really crafty business, that.
France tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Dashing forward at pace. Dembele. Dembele. Gets on the end of it. It has got through to him. Mbappe. Valverde. Caceres. Vinicius Junior. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Just brushed off the ball there. Well, needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. Hernandez. Conte. Well, that's where he wants it. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Defenders on the back foot. Rudiger. Tulelo. Valverde. Hudson. Tulelo. Hudson. Valverde. Joe. Valverde. And it's played forward. It's come loose. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Mbappe shoots! In for the pieces! Sticks it away! Mbappe was quick to move in. Keeper's handling wasn't great.
I doubt he'll score too many which come easier than that, Peter, but just look at his movement. He knew instinctively that the keeper would struggle to hold on to it.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Good idea, just poorly executed. Conte. And here's Dembele. Mbappe gets it back. And now the breakaway. Has he picked him out? He gets past his man. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. Vinicius Junior has a pop! And a second time! Up for a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Dembele. Williams. Hernandez. Dira. And he's straight offside. Tulelo. Valverde. Caceres. Forward it goes. That's great strength on the ball. Dembele looking to run onto it. Valverde. Hernandez. Dira. Conte. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Up for the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So that's it. It is all over. France enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest. What are your thoughts on today's game then, Tim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining. And a little debating room as to whether the outcome was fair.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So we're up and running. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Rabiot gets it out to the wing. Cut out in the nick of time. And they've been caught out here. Joe. Bullet. Valverde. Joe. Hernandez. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. France with the majority of possession so far. It is still early. Rabiot has got himself a free kick. Hernandez. Hoists it forward.
Just to point out, Peter, that the fullbacks are quite high.
And what do they try to achieve?
Well, it's obviously a move to push the opposition wide men back and give them more to think about.
Eder. Out to the right. There's the towering header! It just took too long getting forward.
Mbappe cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break and a big chance wasted.
So it is still 0-0. Toulelon. Rabiot. Toulelon. What a ball this has turned out to be! Valverde demonstrating fabulous determination. He just will not be beaten. Williams. Toulelon. He's in, and the finish! Goal! France! And France are in front!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
France get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, this is also a chance to see what happens to their level of concentration from here.
Joe. France are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Did well to step in there, that was more than necessary. Hardly anything between the sides, and it's 1-0. Shoots! And he's there to make a great save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes work ultra sharp.
Well, the score's only 1-0, but that doesn't tell the full story. And now they can launch a counter. Toulelon. Rabiot. Hits one! And the ball's come out!
just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
He gets past his man. Pull it. Doesn't get the pass he's looking for. And it's played forward. Pull it. Out towards the flank. He's pinged one through here. Well read, he sorted that out. Well, the first 45 minutes are up. So there you have it, a close fought half of football, but one that still had its moments, but ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, that certainly pleased the fans, and the players are definitely happy with that scoreline. The question is now, can they protect it?
France leading 1-0 at the break. We're promptly into the second 45 minutes. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Toulelon. Rabiot. Williams. Toulelon. Just brushed off the ball there. Valverde with a good steal, well played. Breaks on here. He's real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Well, we call that a slide rule pass. Time to absolute perfection. Quality goal.
Hernandez. Toulelon. Hernandez. Goes for goal! No mistake! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, high quality goal. Lovely first touch, sumptuous second. France get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
We're looking at a
looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Madrid seeking to maximise the moment. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! Right back in the game. Mbappe duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this.
He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Vinicius Junior done very well to intervene. And it's Rabiot. That's offside. Yes, it is. Toulelon. It's come, big chance!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Well, there's no two ways about it. This is what they have to do.
Mbappe! Tries to get it forward quickly. Joe. France suddenly appear frail.
Yes, from comfort zone to a stage of uncertainty, perhaps. and they can't drift into a carelessness or this.
Tries his luck! Oh, that looks extravagant by any standard.
Oh, that's fantastic improvisation he showed there. Adjusted himself very quickly, but it's rare that they come off.
Williams. Pass needed to be better than that, and he knows it. Vinicius Junior. Hernandez. Forward it goes. To Lalonde. Tries to get it forward quickly.
France are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Eder. Mbappe.
Madrid are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
To Lalonde. Hoists it forward. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Vinicius Junior. Williams. Hernandez. Just 5 minutes left. And the shot!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Vinicius Junior. Mbappe, whose goal-scoring skills have already been evident. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. To Lalonde. Massive leap! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
To stoppage time, whistle due any moment. And it's played forward. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Well, they can break here. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. France have held on. A knife-edge game, a single goal margin, but they have won it. Your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
France certainly produced a lovely blend of flair and industry to earn a result that was fully merited for me.
Well, thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.